What's up, everybody? So, as you guys know from the thumbnail, I started a new alliance, and this video is just going to tell you what that alliance is, its goals, stuff like that, because, we're looking to recruit some new people and hopefully get this alliance filled over the course of the next season or two. So first of all, as you guys can see, I am still in 4 Loki. The Alliance War season 34, I believe. The final war of that season just ended earlier today, and rewards will be paid out tomorrow for both the Alliance War season and then for this week of Alliance Quest. And then I will be moving over to this new alliance, LVT. And LVT it stands for Living Tribunal. Had some interesting characters in there because LVT was already taken, you know the drill. But yeah, so I wanted to tell you a little bit about this alliance. It is something that I'm hoping to get some people for, and that's what this video is. So the first thing is I wanted to be in an alliance that has a strict focus on war. But also, I don't want to have to do Alliance Quest anymore. The rewards are not worth it. They haven't been worth it for me personally for a very long time. It is a drag. It's a bore. It is something that I often forget. And it's just an extra stressor. It's just an extra thing tying me to mcoc when, I don't feel like doing Alliance Quest. So, 4 Loki is a great alliance. And 4 Loki, like most Masters level alliances, runs 5 days of map 8 AQ, and that's just not something that I want to do anymore. So this alliance, LVT, will be free Alliance Quest. Currently, the highest version of free Alliance Quest is map 5, so that's what LVT will be running, for the foreseeable future. And if they add a new map or something like that, or make map 6 free, then we'll just move up to map 6. But the whole point is that Alliance Quest is not going to be something that I want anybody to spend resources just to participate in. And in a lot of cases, it's not going to even be something that is going to be mandatory, especially if we're able to get enough members that we can run like a map 5 with 6 or 7 people. So that's the first thing. The other thing is it will be focusing on war. So, as you guys can see, the war rating at the moment is just under 1,600. For you to really compete at a Masters level, your war rating needs to be a little over 3,000. So like 3,000 to 3,200 in that range before you start matching top alliances and you can actually propel yourself into that Masters bracket. So I anticipate it taking between 2 and 3 seasons for LVT to get to that point. And in the meantime, because of the rosters that I anticipate us having in this alliance, and because the war rating is so low relative to what our rosters, would typically be associated with, I assume that we're just going to match a bunch of lower level alliances and just stomp them and, kind of climb up the war rating ladder. And really what that allows us to do is kind of have a couple seasons of a break. So we're still participating in the game. We're building up the war rating for this alliance. But, we're not spending items on Alliance War. Obviously won't be spending resources to participate in Alliance Quest. So for the most part, it's going to be kind of like a break, like a really relaxed kind of climb. We might lose some wars, not a big deal. It's just going to be, get in with your big rosters. Let's clear this map. Let's build up the war rating. And in a couple seasons, probably 3 seasons, we'll have a high enough rating that we'll start matching Platinum 1 and Masters level alliances. And at that point, we will flip the switch and we'll push, war really, really hard. That's the goal. And at that point, there might be some personnel changes for people that just want to break now and might not want that. Whatever happens, happens. But that is the purpose of this alliance. Now, you guys can see from the description here, there is no prestige requirement. but you must have at least one rank 4, and all that does is let us know that you have at least a little bit of roster flexibility, and you've completed a certain amount of content, or have spent enough money that you've been able to develop your roster to a point that you can at least be a contributing member to competitive Alliance War here in a couple seasons. Okay, and then, one other thing I kind of wanted to mention, the timing. And the timing also kind of aligns with my little sales pitch, why maybe you would consider joining LVT or applying to be an LVT. And that is that this past season, season 34, was the first season with the Mystic Global Defensive Tactic. And I think it's very safe to say that it has been the easiest global to date. Throughout this season, for Loki, we were regularly able to clear with between 2 and 3 deaths. I shouldn't say regularly, but multiple times we were able to do that. And in seasons past, usually our good numbers were between 5 and 8. And we also saw from other alliances that it seems like 30 to 40 alliances right now are at least capable of clearing with 2 to 3 deaths in a war. Doesn't always happen. They might not all be consistent. But the point is that war is as easy right now as it's ever been. It's only the second season with a global defensive tactic. It's only going to get more difficult to win. And the lower the death counts are in an alliance war, the higher the tension and stress is for members. A lot of people like that. I like that. But at the same time, if there was a good time to move from an established alliance like for Loki to start a new alliance that doesn't participate in AQ or doesn't pay to participate in AQ, I feel like now is the best time, because we're in between seasons, heading into the second and last season of the easiest global that we've ever had. Obviously, with compensation having ended over the last season, we don't have that constant influx of resources. So, we can save up resources now. We can also just avoid participating in those alliance wars that might end, with a score of 1 to 3 and be very expensive, stuff like that. So it's just a good time. The other main thing that I wanted to just share, the other primary motivating factor for creating this new alliance was that, and I'll probably end up offending some people by saying this, but I think for the most part, at the top tier in Alliance War, there are 4 established alliances that are both clean and adamantly against cheating. And not just cheating in Alliance War, but adamantly against housing, mercs in their alliance and stuff like that. So those alliances are for Loki, obviously, SSX, SAS, and DSVG. Those are the 4 alliances that, if somebody reaches out to me and says, hey, I'm looking for an alliance, I want to play at the highest level, I just want to be in a clean alliance. Those are the only options that I've ever given people. Those are the only suggestions that I've ever made to people. And, that's pretty sad when you think about the fact that the Masters bracket is 20 alliances. Not all of the 4 alliances that I just mentioned are always in Master also. Usually 3 of them are, at least most of the time 4 of them are, but 4 out of 20 just isn't a good enough ratio. And I wanted to create a new alliance that, again, in 3 seasons or so, can be another option, an alternative option for people that maybe, don't want to wait on the wait list for those other 4 alliances, because I believe that all 4 of those alliances have wait lists. So it's just going to be a 5th clean alliance that pushes Alliance War. I fully expect that we will be a perennial Masters level alliance once we get the war rating up. based on people that we'll have coming in and stuff like that. So that is basically it. This video is essentially kind of this is what I'm doing at this point, but also kind of a recruitment video. There are a lot of people that I have wanted to tell about this, and I have told nobody about this unless they have asked me what I'm doing. And that includes a lot of people that I really, really care about in For Loki. If they've reached out to me and asked, hey, so For Loki obviously has known that I was leaving for a little while, and some people have reached out had reached out and asked what I was doing. And if they did that, then I told them. But other than that, I haven't volunteered this information because I don't want to poach people away or try to poach people away from For Loki or frankly any place. So I just want to put this information out there. And if you're in an alliance right now, whether you love it or hate it, you want to be in a competitive war alliance. Maybe you've never had a shot at Tier 1 alliance because of your prestige or something like that. Or you're just sick of Alliance Quest and you don't want to participate in Alliance Quest anymore. You just want to focus on war. Then hit me up. I mean, my line contact is right there in the description of this alliance. It's just Lud and Taters. Send me a message. I'm going to be fielding a lot of applications, I hope, over the next few weeks and maybe months until we get 30 members in this alliance. But the other thing is, we will be kind of locking the alliance for a week. So there are a few people who already planned on joining this alliance, and so we'll get those people in, including myself, obviously, once the rewards are paid out for Season and Alliance Quest this week. But if you're in an alliance and you see this and you think, you know what, I think I would like to join this on the ground floor and be a part of that, then you'll have a week to either firmly decide and or tell your current alliance, just to give them time to find a replacement for you. So a week from tomorrow is when we'll start actually bringing new people in. And like I said, if you're interested in this, if this sounds like it's right up your alley, then send me a message on the Line app, and we'll talk about potentially coming over, and hopefully we can fill this alliance up over the next couple seasons and be competitive, and it can just be an alternative for people looking for high tier clean alliance, and that doesn't really have to focus on prestige rank ups or alliance quest or anything like that. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much. Please reach out to me, post in the comment section. If you have any questions or anything like that, I'll be reading the comments and answering any questions that are down there. So that is it. Thank you, and I'll see you later.